Chicken soup is usually simmered for a few hours, but what happens if you let it go much longer than that? So for this video I made two versions, side by side. One simmered for about 6 hours and the other for almost 12. And by the end of this video I'll show you the difference between them and which one I actually prefer. But first, let's make some soup. You'll find the full list of ingredients and exact quantities in the description, so you can easily follow along. Let me show you how. The base for this soup is chicken backs. When buying them, I usually look for pieces with more yellow skin rather than pale gray skin. The color often comes from the chicken's diet, and at least in my experience, they usually have a better flavor. Although not necessary, I'll also add some chicken wings I found on sale, which will give the soup a bit more body. I add all the chicken to a pot, cover it with water and bring it to a boil. As it heats up, this gray foam starts forming on the surface. Once that happens, I take it off the heat, discard the water and rinse the chicken. And now it's ready for the soup. While waiting for the chicken to reach a boil, it's a good time to prepare the vegetables. I start with the carrots by trimming the ends, peeling them, then slicing them in half and again lengthwise. For the parsnip, it's the same process. Trim, peel and slice. Next is the onion, which I cut into 4 large pieces. I like to leave the skin on because it adds a bit of color to the soup. Next is the kohlrabi. I cut it in half, peel it with a knife, then slice it into large chunks. Then comes the celery root. I remove the tough outer skin using a knife and cut it into large pieces just like the rest. Lastly, for the garlic, I simply give each clove a quick smash with the side of the knife, leaving the skin on. With everything ready, I add the chicken to a large pot together with the vegetables, garlic and peppercorns. I fill it with water, preferably filtered water, add a generous pinch of salt, give everything a quick mix, cover it with a well-fitted lid and bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I lower the heat to minimum and let it simmer gently for about 5 to 6 hours. But for this video, I also made another version that simmered for almost 12 hours. And even with the lid on, most of the liquid was gone by the end. Color-wise, they're actually pretty similar. The 6-hour soup tastes lighter and cleaner. The 12 hours version is noticeably more intense and concentrated, but not necessarily because it extracted that much flavor from the ingredients. Most of that stronger flavor comes from the liquid reducing over time. Personally, I still prefer the 5 to 6 hours version because it feels more balanced and versatile. It's great on its own with some small pasta, but also for things like lasagna or ragù. And that's it, a simple chicken soup. If you try it, let me know in the comments how it turned out, and if you liked it. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing so you don't miss future recipes. Or check out one of my other videos, you might find something you like. Until next time, bye!